It's the real Steeze.
Oh, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the Real Steeze Web Show. I'm your host, Dante, and this is activated coconut charcoal powder. You know what I'm saying? Natural teeth whitening shit right here, okay? Now, I've been seeing this online a lot. A lot of people been doing the reviews. And recently, I failed the tissue test. If you don't know what the tissue test is, that's when you hold a piece of tissue up to your teeth and compare the brightness. So if the napkin is brighter than your teeth, chances are your teeth could use some whitening. And these seem to be the most effective thing out on the market right now for whitening your teeth. So with that being said, allow me to conduct the very first Real Steeze product review. Okay, we're gonna try something new now, and I've only been using it since yesterday. So we're really gonna have to wait until episode 9 to see the progress. We're gonna have to compare how bright my teeth is right now to episode 9. After consistent daily use of it, we're gonna see the difference. All right, we're gonna test this out. We're gonna do this right here. Don't judge my setup. I ain't got all the professional little bowls and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I got my water, my soft toothbrush, and my receptacle. Okay, so today this is the Real Steeze sink. All right, boom. So I'm gonna read the ingredients to y'all first. Organic coconut charcoal, okay? Bentonite? Bentonite. I think it's bentonite. Like, you know what I'm saying? You come in the crib late and your wife like, nigga, where you been tonight? Orange seed oil, sodium bicarbonate, coconut oil, and a little bit of mint flavor. Trying to show y'all what it look like. See that? You know what I'm saying? It's real charcoaly, all right? It's real charcoaly. Alright, yeah, just Real Steeze, first product review, charcoal teeth whitening, because that's what we do. We expand our horizons here and we try out new things here on the Real Steeze web shop. Alright? So the directions say, okay, damp the brush, okay? Don't judge me. I told y'all, don't judge me. Okay? Cooking with grease. We got a damp brush. Dip it in the powder. Then gently brush teeth for 1 to 2 minutes.
She said, you're the worst, you're the worst. I cannot die bigger than my universe. I don't really care if you cry. On the real, you shouldn't ever lie. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to die. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge.
I told y'all this is sink, right? Yeah, so. Okay, so it was a little grainy, alright? I think I still got some of it. I can still feel it crunching in between some of my teeth in the back, you know? But, like I said, I've only been using it for a day, so we're gonna take a good mental note right now. Something like that. And then we're gonna come back episode 9. I'm gonna use this twice a day, every day for the next 14 days while we wait till we get to episode 9. Okay. Well, real quick before we get into the whole show, I just wanted to speak on this real quick, this bullshit right here, because it's disgusting. It's disgusting, and I will never understand the logic behind emulating the day when Jesus Christ died for our sins. Now, of course, if Christianity isn't your steez like that, images and incidents like this might not stir you up as much. But as a self-proclaimed Methodist like myself, yeah, I happen to find it quite blasphemous. And this is not the first time an artist has done this. In fact, there have been many cases in hip-hop when artists are recreating or reenacting the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. And maybe they're trying to symbolize power or being powerful, or maybe even symbolizing being a misunderstood outcast in the game, in the world that they're in. But whatever the case may be, it's just certain lines that you don't cross. And I'm not even going to spend a lot of time on this. You know, it just threw me way left. I'm not going to lie, I didn't appreciate that. And he looked stupid and foolish. In other news, Floyd Mayweather and the white boy McGregor are going to throw it down one time in the ring. They're going to mix real quick one time. But what blew me about it all was because they made it seem like we was going to get to see boxing versus mixed martial arts. You know, we was going to see the boxing techniques and how effective or ineffective they were against the mixed martial arts back fist kicking techniques. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought we was going to see. I'm like, okay, it's going to be good. Till I found out that all mixed martial arts moves in this bout are illegal, and McGregor can only throw punches with his hands. So basically, we got an MMA fighter to come box a boxer. It's not like McGregor's gonna get to pick him up and slam him or kick at him or do any of that mixed martial arts stuff. So it's another regular boxing match. You know, that's all. It's not even exciting to me like that no more. But I do have some leaked audio footage of these press conferences that they've been in, you know. And Tony Baker hit me to this leaked footage they got out of one of them press conferences. So they had a real interesting conversation going.
Let's do this thing, Floyd. At least you know my breath is fresh because I'm chewing the hell out of this gum line. Appreciate that, man. If you can get your hand off my belly button, I greatly appreciate that. Money team. I'm just chewing gum, lad. I'm just chewing gum. Chewing gum is easy work. Lad. Easy work. Lad. Easy work. Lad. Easy work. Lad. Easy work. Okay, all right. You don't chew like I do. I've been chewing gum for years. I'm the best in this chewing gum game. I get $1,000 per chew. I get $1,000 per chew. Right? Money team. You're getting paid per chew. Okay, I'm gonna get paid per chew too. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the big payday, and I'm chewing it all the way to the bank. Is essential in these press conferences, man. You're right about that, lot. You're right about that, man. And no open toes in the boxing ring. That's what I love about it. You should never see another man's feet.
But yeah, no. On a serious tip, though, McGregor definitely needs to watch himself, though, because I know you're supposed to get all hype and cocky and talk trash before the fight and promote the fight and get everybody excited about it, but he's really overdoing it. Like, he's repeatedly referred to Mayweather as boy, like that good old racial slur term that slave masters used to refer to us as, just like monkey. We all clear on that. We already know that when you refer to an African American as a monkey, that's a racial slur and that's disrespectful, right? Okay, so check this clip out when they caught McGregor describing the scene in Rocky 3 when they had to go back to Apollo Creed's gym and it was all the black boxers in there and stuff. Check out how he decides to describe that scene in this movie.
Who will win between you and Rocky 3?
Rocky 3. I'm trying to think which one was Rocky 3. That was where they had them at Celebrity Gym and there's the dancing monkeys in the gym and all. Me.
So, yeah, as far as we're concerned here on the Real Steeze web show, the white boy McGregor is hereby canceled as well. And while we on sports real quick, I'm just going to point this out real quick. Remember I told y'all episode before last, what was it, episode 5 and 6 when I did the collaboration episode, and I told y'all that KD did that sucker shit by joining a team that he couldn't beat. And it does my heart good to know that the rest of the sports industry, majority of the sports industry, feel the same type of way I feel. We said the same opinion on that because at the ESPYs, you know, I forgot what the ESPYs stand for, but it's like the Grammys for sports and shit, you know what I mean? So at the ESPYs a couple nights ago, Peyton Manning was hosting a joint, and he let KD have it. And he made KD the bid, and KD was not here for it. Kevin Durant was so upset, and then they put his face up on the screen for everybody else to see. This was just a priceless moment. I'm glad.
And our gymnastics team was so dominant that Kevin Durant told me he wants to play for them next year. And I got to tell you, I don't think he'd start for that team, Kevin. Yeah. Russell Westbrook, what do you think? Yeah.
Priceless. Moving on to the biggest story of the week for some reason. Black Rob and Chyna Kardashian, or Black Chyna and Rob Kardashian. Yeah, so, I'm not gonna get into like all the background because I really don't care about this shit right here. But I gotta talk about it because that's all y'all was talking about 2 weeks ago. That's the only thing that was going on that everyone was talking and posting about was Black Rob, Black Chyna, and Rob Kardashian. I'll give you the gist of it though. When Chyna and Rob started dating from the rip, everyone was either thinking or saying, oh, she's definitely with Rob for the money. Either the money and or to get back at her baby father who left her to go date Rob Kardashian's little sister or something like that. So long story short, ex-stripper gets pregnant by goofy millionaire. She has his child, gets him to pay $100K for her snapback surgery, leaves him, sends him footage of her in bed with other men in his robe. And Rob should have seen this coming. Rob takes his talents to social media and does the most sucker shit ever. He leaked the nudes. Like, real quick. You never leak the nudes, okay? That's the most sucker shit you could do, is leak the nudes. It don't matter how much thotty mess she done got herself into, or how much she done hurt you, or how bad things didn't work out. You never leak the nudes. So, after exposing Blac Chyna decides to take it to the law, and I believe is currently in the process of suing Rob for multiple counts of revenge porn. Yes. Leaking the nudes has been federally classified in 38 different states as well as DC as a felonial charge. Yes, I just made up the word felonial, and yes, by felonial, I mean worthy of a felony. That's what we do. Who knows? The real question is, who cares? I only talk about this because this was legit the only thing that y'all was talking about for that first week. But like, that's the problem. Like, what do we really care about out here? And what are we really paying attention to out here? Like, it's our adamant interest in these celebrities who do no favors for us in life at all whatsoever that hinders our communities. We put all our time and money, we buy their products, and we invest in their stuff so much, but no one knows about the girl around the corner who just found a cure for breast cancer, or the guy from your neighborhood who started up a clothing line and is starting programs in school and securing futures out here and making kids interested in post-secondary educations and such and such. We worried about Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian and why her nipples look like pepperoni pizzas and why Rob wasn't smart enough to see this whole thing coming from the jump. Like, that's what's really hurting our community out here. Like, what really matters to us? What do we care about? Where are our heads at? What is our focus? The way the media is normalizing the homicidal genocide of African Americans, or common relationship issues between famous strippers and white boys? Like, what the fuck are we doing, y'all? What do we really care about out here? If you really want to talk about something, we could talk about something. We could talk about these mid-20 single moms out here, okay? Because pregnancy in 2017 has been just blowing my mind, okay? Because I noticed a little bit of a cycle here on these social media accounts. It starts off with a young lady and her boyfriend or whatever, and they taking all these cute pictures, and they real Beyonce lemonade captions, and we gonna be together forever. It's looking nice. It's looking real good. I even like a couple of them joints. You know what I'm saying? The aesthetics and shit. Some nice photography. Y'all make it look real good on the gram. But as soon as this girl gets pregnant, as soon as she's pregnant, the boyfriend is nowhere to be found in any more of these pictures. After the initial pregnancy announcement, it's all sonograms and I can't wait to meet the love of my life. All I need, we don't need nobody else, we gonna be straight. Be like, damn, what happened? Where'd the boyfriend go? It's to the point where it seems like y'all are literally out here getting pregnant all on your own. It's like you go to the doctor and you like, let me get some of that pregnancy. And they go, yeah, we got that on aisle 9. Pregnancy down on aisle 9. So I'm gonna get you some of that pregnancy. I'm tired of not seeing any men involved in these pregnancies. 2017, 2016, 15, all my life. I'm tired of seeing it. And it seems like I'm in everyone's business, like I don't have any kids. What does this got to do with me? But that's the culture that's been created. And this teen mom, single baby mother, my baby father ain't shit lifestyle. I guarantee you every day on Instagram or Twitter, there's a new pregnancy announcement. That's what they do. That's what we do. We let all of our followers know on all of our social media accounts every step of our lives that we're taking, because that's honestly a whole nother story. But what I'm saying is, I'm sick of not seeing these men involved in these pregnancies. And we give women hell sometime, like, well, why on earth would you choose that guy? Why would you lay down and reproduce with someone of his caliber? And then to the women's defense, I will say this, sometimes you don't know who you're dealing with until you get to know him after a while. It's not like she met him and was like, oh, he's a fuck nigga, let me go have a baby by him. With that being said, that does raise this question: why do we neglect or become impatient with the whole getting to know each other stage? Like, we downplay that part so much, and it's the most important thing in securing a relationship. Like you get caught up in trying to convince ourselves at first sight that this is the love of my life, or like this person is really for me, without simply taking a while or a decent amount of time to figure it out if they truly are or not. Because, like, and I really mean that, it's not just a week or 2 weeks or a month or 3 months of talking to someone is not enough for you to grasp the contents of their character and the way that they move and the way that they think. 3 months is not enough. You need to be patient. Ain't nobody going nowhere. And if they is going somewhere while you getting to know them, then they was not meant for you. And it's okay to let them go. The fuck? Because true colors, everything turns out in the wash, man. True colors are shown when you're surrounded by true artists. And if we don't give it any time, you end up expecting romance from somebody who doesn't even believe in marriage or has a severe lack of faith in what love is and what it's capable of. Like, how far do you expect to get with somebody like that? I'll tell you how far you can get. You get as far as pregnancy with a nigga like that who doesn't believe in marriage or has no faith in love. You get as far as pregnancy, because it's all fun and games when we doing our thing, but when we talking about locking in forever and raising a child and starting a future, oh, shorty, I was not here for all that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that because you didn't take enough time to figure this out about me. But, like, you don't even know. You don't even know who you're dealing with. And you ready to... That's the problem. That's why it ain't no men involved in none of these pregnancies, because ain't nobody taking time to figure out that these niggas ain't shit. They just fucking them. It's all that raw sex. That's what it is. You out here battling in the field with no armor, and you really got to choose your battles wisely out here these days, man, because STDs are evolving as we speak, okay? No, seriously. According to a warning by the World Health Organization, a new type of gonorrhea is spreading insanely fast around the world. The World Health Organization referred to as a new super mutant version of the disease, and it's incurable. Right. The medication that they typically use to treat gonorrhea, this new virus, this new strain of gonorrhea has proven those medicines to be ineffective. It's still the fuck there. A sexually transmitted disease that is contacted by
78 million people a year
is rapidly becoming incurable, you guys. Reports say that the most complicated case of this new strain started from some untreated gonorrhea bacteria left in the back of the throat after oral sex. Which means somebody had it already right here, right? And then, you know what I'm saying, mixed it all around with some other type of bacteria, left it there, and it grew into some incurable gonorrhea, man. Like, it's a whole new strand of the shits out here, okay? It's crazy. You gotta find your queen now, fellas, and bow out of the game respectfully, man, because it's getting ugly. All right, it ain't worth it having the hoes and sleeping around with as many women as you can. Grow the fuck up, find you something that you compatible with, and build, man. Duck off and build, man, because all this shit out here is getting bad. It's getting bad out here, man. Gonorrhea, this shit untreatable, bro. It's uncurable. It ain't just the clap no more. This shit, round of applause right here. It's thunderclap. That's what this shit is right here. Well, you don't want none of that. I'm trying to tell you, all right? Make sure y'all are getting tested regularly, man. Make sure you know, every 3 to 6 months you out there checking, getting tested, checking your blood, checking your urine, and you making sure your genitals and shit is straight, man, because it's not a game out here. That shit is serious.
That shit is gross.
Go to the clinic. Go to the hospital. Get a checkup. Make sure everything's straight, man, because you never know. You can have some shit and you never know. You gotta take care of yourself, man. You gotta take care of yourself. Now, speaking on health, there's a new documentary on Netflix called What the Health Has Changed My Life. All right? I'm seriously considering going vegan, man, because it's a vibe. But nah, seriously, like, please go watch this documentary, y'all. It's so good. And it discusses the link between diet and disease and the billions of dollars that go into the healthcare / pharmaceutical / food industry, and how none of these industries give a fuck about people or animals, only money. All right, now I'm just gonna bullet point a few facts from the film that really caught my attention. I promise you, I wouldn't tell you to waste your time watching nothing, because I don't like wasting my time watching nothing. All right, if I suggest it here on the Real Steeze web show, you can almost guarantee that you can go fuck with it and enjoy it. Like, yeah, like milk. Everybody drinks milk. Cow milk is for baby cow. It is baby calf growth fluid. The calf drinks its mother's milk from her udders until it's grown and old enough and strong enough. Just like human breast milk is growth fluid. It's human baby growth fluid. During our infancy, we drink from our mother's breast milk, and we receive the nutrients and stuff that we need from it until we're old enough and we're strong enough. After infancy, there's no one anywhere that needs the milk of a cow more than you need the milk of a donkey or rat milk or dog milk. Think about it. The World Health Organization classifies processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen. That's the same group as cigarettes, asbestos, and plutonium. The shit Stewie always be asking for his time machine on Family Guy. Basically, you've been smoking jacks your whole life. You know what I'm saying? If you've been eating meat, you've been smoking jacks. 2/3 of Americans are obese. That's like a lot of fat motherfuckers, y'all. And I don't be feeling bad for people that's fat, man. Only thing that make you gain weight or make you gain too much weight where it's unhealthy is eating too much food. It's self-control. It's, there's other factors that influence eating habits and poor eating habits and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, it's hand to food to mouth resuscitation that causes fat to grow. You know what I'm saying? So it's really on you. It's really on you if you 600 pounds and you can't get out your bed in the morning. Whose fault is that? Or who you blaming now? In the next 25 years, if you're in a room with 2 other people, one of you will have diabetes. Unless, of course, you're in a room with 2 other vegans. Then you might have diabetes. 1 serving a day of processed meat increases your chances of getting cancer by 51%. That's wild. If you have breast cancer already, eating 1 dairy item a day can increase your chances of dying from that cancer by 49%. My nigga, that's a lot. Like, imagine you go in the store and be like, Jones, 49% off. You can be like, oh shit, that's a sweet deal. It's a big percentage. If your child gets diagnosed with diabetes, you've just cut off 19 years of their lifespan. Like, that shit is life and death. It's all directly related to the stuff that we're putting inside our bodies, y'all. Nearly 1 out of every 3 people will die of heart disease. That's 17 million of people a year who check out due to heart failure, clogged arteries. That's the equivalent of 4 jumbo jets crashing every single hour of every single day, every single year. A whole 757 every 60 minutes, B. That's crazy. 3,000 deaths a year are directly related to some type of food. That's more than the amount of people who were killed in 9/11. Can you imagine a 9/11 every year if the food industry was a terrorist organization killing 3,000 people a year in America? We found them. We'd have found them. And we'd have shut that down because 3,000 American people, what? Dying? Hell no. They not having that. Especially not by no terrorists. ISIS? Who? What? Oh, it's just food? Oh, it's just the food that's killing 3,000 Americans. Oh, well, the motherfuckers should have known better. They don't care, young. They don't give a fuck about people or animals, only the check. And then the pharmaceutical company is probably the worst of them all because they on their websites and they making it seem like we're here for you and trying to make sure that you live a healthier life. That's what we advocating for. But if you check out the people that they're taking money from, Their sponsors are people like the beef industry, the egg industry, the dairy industry. All of these people whose food products destroy the heart and cause cancer are funding the American Heart Association and funding the American Cancer Association. And at the end of the day, this cycle is a $1.5 trillion industry altogether. Food, pharmacy, healthcare, they all sponsor each other. They all work for each other. They all come up with laws and different ways to keep the money inside the family. And that shit is a $1.5 trillion industry, y'all. Like, and that's why when you get a disease or a serious health diagnosis, you end up with 1,000 pills a week you have to take for the rest of your life because nothing's being cured. They're just treating it. There's a big difference between curing a disease and treating a disease. The American pharmaceutical industry is in the business of treating a disease, not prevention or the curing of a disease. Do you know why?
I'll tell you why. Because there's far more money to be made in treating a disease than in curing it. Why cure someone of cancer in a day if we can treat them for a lifetime and bill them every step along the way?
Carter Schmidt said it the best. Family Guy and everybody been dropping knowledge. It's been documentaries out. It's been studies conducted about this. We losing this fight. We not winning the fight, man. So then I Googled how to be a vegan. And that shit look nasty, man. Feel like I'm gonna be hungry as shit if I start living that lifestyle. But plant-based diets are so good for our bodies, y'all. Like, they literally reverse disease and decay of our bodies. It cleans out the blood. You'll have more energy. You'll breathe clearer. You'll feel lighter, and your natural body odor will significantly improve. Like, it's just better. All the strongest, biggest animals in the world are herbivores. All proteins are created by plants. Any protein that we receive from eating animals is just recycled protein from the plants that animal ate. So going vegan is really just cutting out the middleman being animals, and going straight to the source being plants. That's just how it was designed for our bodies to work. And that's why 78 million people a year die of heart failure, because our diets are the furthest thing from plant-based. Our diets are completely processed. It's nothing natural or organic about the shit that we're putting in our body. And it's cool now because we're young and we're not seeing really too much of the effects of it. But when you're 35 and you gotta amputate a couple of your fingers off your hand because you got diabetes, or you got 1,000 pills you need to take every day because you got high cholesterol, you're gonna wish you would have did more. You're gonna wish you made smarter decisions about the shit that you chose to put in your body, man. So I just had some chicken last night. I'm still getting there. I'm still working on it. But go watch the documentary What the Health and get your mind blown. Alright? So, now that I've educated y'all, I can entertain y'all. Felt like that's something I was drifting away from. And then when all the work is done, we play and we have fun, man. So, this is the part of the show where I do my album review. Yeah, and I was having a hard time trying to pick which one to choose. So then I got the bright idea and I said, hey, fuck it, man. We gonna review all 3 of them joints. Now, it's not going to be complete full album reviews, though, but I'm going to just pick my favorite joint off each joint, give y'all a quick little steeze on how I feel about each of them albums. So, yeah, first up, we got the DJ Khaled dropped that greatest album about 4 weeks ago, and it's epic. You know, DJ Khaled is a genius. All right, but the coolest thing about the album at all is named his son the executive producer of the album. Given the fact that this album has gone platinum already, it's safe to say that aside Khaled, the youngest millionaire alive. But that's what you do. That's how you invest and give your kids something that's going to appreciate over time. Secure your child's future. That's how you're supposed to do it. Family, you keep the money in the family, man. Nas and Travis Scott, you know what I'm saying? Old school classic with a new school A$AP Rocky, Kanye West wannabe.
150 stack it all in my Gucci jacket. 50 more in the go yard, it's secure. Secure. Yeah, 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 yeah. Secure. Secure. Yeah, 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 yeah. Secure. Secure. Got the mansion on the island. Secure. It's secure. Got them bitches flying private. It's secure. It's secure. Foreign bitches and they wildin'. Secure. It's secure. 100 mil keep on piling. Secure. It's secure. Yeah, 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 yeah. Secure.
Yeah, you know. So that was a very nice collaboration. The whole CD is just consisted of different artists and different collaborations with different types of beats, and I love it, and I'm here for it. DJ Khaled, keep doing your thing. We are proud of you here at the Real Steeze Web Show. Moving on. Now, this joint made me upset, man, because I like French Montana. I got hip to French Montana when I was in college, and I used to be like, damn, well, why he rap so slow all the time? And then my friend told me he used to rap a little faster than that, but then he got shot in the head, and now he just raps slow like that. And then the dude that shot him in the head went back and killed that nigga and beat the murder case behind it. So, you know, French really out here living it. French be in the field, okay? And he came out with this joint called Jungle Rules. Now, he had that single with Swally, that joint that,
It's not good enough for me since I've been with you. Ooh. I don't work for you. Nobody can equal me. Hello. I'm gonna sip on the straight.
and when that joint came out, we was like, okay, French doing a little something different. But you know, everybody been expanding to that global music, world music. So with that being said, I was ready for a French album. I was ready to hear what he had for us. But then I listened to the album and it's just like, it's not my favorite project from French Montana. I've heard better, I expected better. He gave me one joint. He gave me one joint on the album that I like, and this joint with Pharrell. Like that's what I know French can give me, that old school New York B-boy bop type joint, you know what I mean? He gave me one joint. That's the only song on the album like that. Everything else is slow and melody and, you know what I'm saying? It's all lit. Feel like you in the jungle with a mink on doing this with a drink in your hand. That's what French's new album make you feel like, okay? Peep your shoulder. All this in the jungle with a mink on. That's what his album feel like to me. I was a little disappointed. I expected a little bit more bang from French, and he gave me this. Okay. Moving on. I let 21 Savage be great because when he raps, sometimes he do say some cool shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not all the time. And honestly, his content, I didn't know a lot about his music. I only know about the songs and the singles that got put out. And then while there were good verses and good features that 21 Savage had out, he doesn't really have a lot to talk about other than the same old cliche, basic trap god, came from poverty. My friends are dead and locked up. My friends are ready to come shoot you if you fuck with us. Like that whole ordeal. But I knew it was a new album and I actually heard nothing but positive reviews about it. So I downloaded it.
I buy a new car for the bitch, for real. I tear down the mall with the bitch, for real. You can't even talk to the bitch, nah. She fucking with bosses and shit, oh god. I pull up in Rarers and shit, with choppers and Harleys and shit, for real. I be Gucci down, Gucci. You wearing Lacoste and shit, bitch, yeah. Montclair, yeah. Fur came off a belt, yeah. Triple homicide, put me in a chair, yeah. Triple across the plug, we do not play fair, yeah. God. Got them tennis chains on, and they real blingy, bling. Draco make you do the chicken head like chingy, ching. Walking Neiman Marcus, and I spend a life 50.
It's entertaining, but it lacks content. 21 Savage doesn't have anything to talk about. He loses me lyrically. Like, when the song started off, it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm here for it. But like 30 minutes in, and you really got to start listening to what he's saying after that. It's like,
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm not a big 21 Savage fan. I told y'all how I felt about the whole mumble rap thing on the last episode. 21 Savage is definitely a mumble rapper in my book. I can't believe I just reviewed that shit. Like, that didn't even feel right just there. I should have stopped at French. But, check it out, though. Check it out. You know, you might like it. That might be what you get into, but it's not what I get into. With that being said, man, shout out to Toy Urban Network. Shout outs to the Don't Choke Rap League. Shout outs to my man Chicken Bob. Shout outs to Status Apparel, man. I had to go cop up. Ain't had no more mediums in that Martin design that I wanted. So I had to get the Rugrat joint, you know what I mean? But my man got a nice little label on him. I met him yesterday. You already knew I was gonna come on here with a new t-shirt from a new local label in my city, man, because that's what we do. We support your city. We support our city. That's how we all get better. That's how we all end up being great when we all support each other, you know? Get that hate out your blood, man. We're gonna catch y'all next time on the Real Steeze Web Show, man. Out. Oh no, wait, I'm out this way.
Damn right, bro. 4 a.m., I'm just getting started. For my birthday, I threw me a surprise party. Reminiscing about the trap playing the first quarter. My life changed when I had my first daughter. Got my first quarter flipping $50 slabs. The nigga looking at the bills, asking you for half. Cut from a different cloth.